Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Score Center. Coming up, we have the round 12 AFL tips. We'll be seeing how I did last week and checking in with the comp. We have the eBay top 10 Aussie and international cards, and as always, it's another veritable feast of fascinating cards. We will also be checking in with the AFL Predictors and cracking open the highlight and rising star cards. But let's get stuck into the tipping. Last week, I got 8 out of 9 tips, which I'm kind of surprised with. Very, very happy with that. We got the Swans over Bulldogs. We had the draw between Freo and the Pies. Technically not a correct tip, but also technically not an incorrect tip. So we'll take that win, because neither team got a win there. We had Port over Kangaroos. We tipped the Blues over the Suns. The only game we got wrong, technically, apart from the draw, we went for the Cats, and they went down to the Giants by just 4 points at home as well. So, woof. Dream time at the G. A lot more competitive game than I would have expected, which was great. As a neutral supporter, it was great atmosphere to be at the game. Yeah, so the Bombers beating Richmond there. I went for the Hawks. And they got the job done. Very, very chuffed with that. And we had Melbourne over the Saints, and we finished things off with the Adelaide Crows, giving West Coast Eagles an absolute thumping in Adelaide. So let's have a look at round 12 now, and we kick things off on Thursday night. We've got Port Adelaide versus Carlton in Adelaide. We're gonna go for Port here, but we might just go for 7 points. We'll go for 7 points there. Friday night, my Pies taking on the Bulldogs at Marvel, and we'll go for the Pies. But yeah, it should be an interesting game. I feel like the Bulldogs can bring it. If they bring it, they'll bring it. If they don't, it can be, well, yeah, they can be slightly unreliable. But Saturday Arvo, we've got the Hawks taking on the Crows, and we will go for the Crows there at the MCG. We've also got the Eagles taking on St Kilda. I'm going to go for the Eagles here. I think they're going to get their mojo back. Then Saturday night at GMHBA, Cardinia Park, Geelong taking on Richmond. Surely Geelong has to win this. Surely. Well, I think this is like the 3rd week in a row that I've tipped Geelong, saying surely they have to win this one. But surely they have to win this one. Ooh. Then we've got Melbourne taking on Freo. We'll go for the D's, and then we finish things off with the Gold Coast taking on the Bombers, and I'm gonna go for the Bombers, the Suns. The Suns there, we'll save those. Let's check in with the comp and see how y'all are doing in the race to be first. So there's a boxer team coach or footy stars on the line. So let's first have a look at who topped round 11, and Riley C. Congratulations. That's a 9 out of 9. Perfect tipping there. Well done. Yeah, congrats very much there for being the best tipper of round 11. Then we had a whole bunch of people on 8. So clearly I was not the only one that tipped 8. We've got Andy C, Crowset. We've got Caden B, Toddfather. We've got Dylan G, and we've got me, scoring. We've got Peter C, PC Demons, as well as Lachlan Collects, all tipping 8. So congratulations everybody. And then rounding out the top 10, we've got Trudy Forever Proud, Mason, and Harry Brisbane Lion Fan. Rounding out the top 10 with tipping 7. Let's see now the overall. Here we go. Ben D in top space with 68 overall. Nobody else is on 68. So well done, Ben. You are currently the outright leader with 68 tips. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people on 67. So just one tip behind. We've got Brownie, we've got PC Demons, we've got the Toddfather, and Lachlan Collects. And then on 65, we've got Dylan, and we've got Scory, and Talia Eagle Zone. So well done. And then we've got Brisbane Lion Fan on 64, as well as Trudy on 64. So well done, everybody. And we will come back next week and see how you all did. Okie dokie, here we go, eBay top 10 time. Now let's kick things off with the top 10 highest selling Aussie sports cards on eBay Australia between May 20 and May 26. And we kick things off in 10th spot for 1,300. Of course, we'll have a lot of select brilliance on the list. We have Gary Ablett Sr.'s Gold Superstar. That is number 8 out of 35. Then in 9th spot for 1,400, we have, not from Brilliance, but from Footy Stars Hobby, we have the West Coast Eagles Rising Star Platinum Predictor. Of course, Harley Reid having an absolutely mind-bogglingly fantastic season. It's incredible for a first-year player. We've got, that is redemption card 22 of 60. Then in 8th spot for 1,475, we've got the Christian Petrarca Gold Superstars. Now, that was also number 1 as well. Important to note they're number 1. Then in 7th spot for 1,560, we've got the Sam Walsh Gold Superstar jumper number as well. So some very significant numbers for these. Then in 6th spot for 1,700, we have a bit of rugby league here. We've got the Clive Churchill Immortals Signature, which came out of Select's Centenary of Rugby League back in 2008. And that was card 78 of 125. In 5th spot for 1,720, we have a curious one. We've got a full base set of Team Coach going back to the start, 2001, and going all the way up to last year, 2023. So that's 23 years of Team Coach base cards. Dooly dooly. Then in 4th spot for 1,999, we've got the Polyfarmer Legend Signature out of Select's Hall of Fame release from 1996. And that was card 99 of 110. In 3rd spot for 2025, we have another jumper number here. We've got Matthew Lloyd Gold Superstars out of Brilliance. Really beautiful cards. Then in 2nd spot, we've got another Hall of Fame signature, Legends signature. We've got Ron Barassi, of course. Absolute legend. What more can you say? That is card 61 of 110. And coming in 1st spot this week, we have, it's been first on the list a few times. We have another Shane Warne hat-trick auto. This, of course, came out of Futero Cricket 95-96. This one sold for 2,500, and it is card 11. Then we turn our attention to the international cards that sold on eBay Australia for the same time period. Kicking things off in 10th spot for 1,875. We've got a bit of Formula One action here. We have Sergio Perez, his patch auto out of Topps Dynasty 2023. So you got some authentic memorabilia there, as well as the autograph. That is also numbered to 10, 6 out of 10 for that beautiful card. In 9th spot for 2,000, we've got an Anthony Edwards Silver Prism out of, it's a rookie prism out of Prism 2020-21. It has been autoed by the Ant-Man, but of course you can tell that it didn't come out of the pack signed, but it has been signed in front of a Beckett authenticator, so it has been authenticated as an official, legit autograph. So as you can see there with the Beckett grading of the authenticity behind that. Then in 8th spot for $2,050, we've got a Kobe Bryant Stars of the NBA signature out of Panini Prestige 13-14. And that was a Beckett grade 9.5 Gem Mint. In 7th spot for 2,200. I'm loving the variety. We've had Formula One. We'll always have basketball. Got a bit of American football here. We've got Patrick Mahomes II. Color Blast for the Chiefs. That is Prism 2023. Woo, Color Blasts. Beautiful cards. Love those very much. Then in 6th spot for 2,430. We've got another Anthony Edwards Silver Prism. This one not signed by him, but it is a PSA Gem Mint 10. So that adding a bit more value there. Then in equal 5th spot for 2,500, we've got a bit more gridiron on the list. We've got the Tom Brady Gold Wave. Now this was a card that so somebody picked up at the National. So Panini do promotional stuff. You can pick up packs of cards manufactured exclusively for the National, which is a big card event in America. So somebody was very lucky enough to pick up a gold variant, so that's a 9 out of 10, and it's being graded by PSA to be a Gem Mint 10. Then also selling for 2,500. Here we go, got a bit of a round ball game to add even more variety. Got a Lionel Messi Topps Certified Base Card Auto out of Finest Major League Soccer 2023. And that is card number 9 out of 99, not 66 out of 60, which I first thought was entirely confused by. I had a bit of a moment until I turned my head the other way and saw that it was 9 out of 99. Because 66 out of 60 just don't make sense. But lovely auto, all the same. Then, in 3rd spot for 2,550, we've got more Anthony Edwards. This is his rookie signature out of Panini Select 2020-21. And it's being graded a PSA Gem Mint 10. And it's numbered. What number is it? I can barely see. It's like I'm going to take a punt on 216 out of 249. Something like that. 200 and something. 216 maybe? It's out of 249 it looks like. Then, in 2nd spot for 4,000, we've got a Jason Tatum Colossal Jersey Auto out of National Treasures 17-18. A big, colossal in fact, colossal relic there, very green there, Euro Celtics green, and that is card 57 of 99, and 1st spot, haven't had him on the list yet, can't really have an eBay top 10 without Michael Jordan, but we've also got Kobe Bryant on this card. It's a card that has a front and a back, selling for 5,600. We've got the Jordan Bryant East-West Refractor out of Topps 98.99. It's also been graded a Beckett 9.5. So we've got the Jordan side, the East side, and then on the other side, you've got the Kobe Bryant West side. That is your eBay top 10 for this week. Here we go with the AFL Predictors. We'll kick things off with the Coleman medal tally. And if you remember last week, we had a top 4 all on 29. Well, that top 4 are now all completely staggered because we had one kick 1, another kick 2, another kick 3, and the top kicked 4. Charlie Curno's gone in outright lead with 33 goals for the year. He kicked 4 against Gold Coast. Ben King is now in 2nd place with 32. He kicked 3 against the Blues. We've got Jesse Hogan in 3rd spot with 31 goals. He kicks 2 against Geelong. And then Jake Waterman is on 30. He added 1 to his tally against Adelaide. So there you go. It was all even last week. Now there is a goal between each of them. We had Kyle Langford kick 3 goals against Richmond to bring his tally up to 28. And Bailey Fritsch, our man at the moment, he kicked 2 against the Saints. So he is now on 27. So far in the year, we have picked up 1 common predictor, which is the Melbourne, which is why Bailey is, his name is in the colours of Melbourne. Let's turn our attention to the Brownlow now, and the AFL Brownlow Predictor. The AFL.com.au Brownlow Predictor has Isaac Heaney in the lead on 22 votes, but Patrick Cripps has entered the fray very highly. He is in second spot with 16, and then we have 2 players on 14. We've got Zach Butters and Nick Dacos. And Nick Dacos remaining equal favourite with Isaac Heaney at the moment with the bookies. We've got Zach Merritt and Chad Warner on 13 votes on AFL.com.au. Then on the premiership front, Sydney remain favourites at the moment to win the premiership. We've also then got GWS in contention, as well as Melbourne, Carlton and Collingwood. So those are the predictors that we will most fancy picking up. So far I have not picked up any AFL Premiership predictors. So yeah, but one of the predictors that we have picked up, which I'm sure you know very well, the Eagles Platinum Rising Star Predictor, Harley Reid, having an absolutely phenomenal season. That is the AFL Predictors for this week. Okie dokie, time now for the Highlight and Rising Star cards as usual. So let's get the pouch, the iconic Select pouch, and see what we have. Looking like these are the front. Here we go, we've got round 9. And we have Sam Walsh as the highlight for round 9 with 34 disposals, 11 tackles. Beaten Melbourne at the MCG back on the 9th of May. There you go. And, got our Rising Star nominee for round 9 with Colby McKercher. North Melbourne, of course. North Melbourne having 2 of the great young players for this season, Colby McKercher and George Wardlaw. Of course, Harry Sheasel won it last year. He's still pretty young. I don't mean to keep Sheasel out of that conversation, but McKercher and Wardlaw definitely high up in the rankings for this year's Rising Star. So let's have a look at what numbers. How many people have purchased the cards? What numbers do we have? We have 227 out of 267. So pretty high up number for the McKercher card. Let's see. By the way, love that throwback Guernsey as well. Gives me very nostalgic vibes. And Sam Walsh. Let's have a look. We've got number 55. Number 55 of 253. So McKercher just edging out Walshy there. So there you go. That is our round 9 highlight and Rising Star cards. Thank you very much for joining me for another Score Centre. I will be back next week for more tipping, eBay top 10, the predictors, and opening up some more highlights and Rising Stars coming up on the channel. We've got the Footy Stars show on Thursday, we've got Team Coach on Saturday, and NRL Traders on Sunday. I can't wait to see you then, but until then, stay cool, take care. My name is Dave, this is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait to see you then.